Hello and welcome back. This is episode number 6 of this English video series about syllable stress. Well, today we're going to see some rules about this notion. So if you're ready, let's begin. So as you can see, today we're going to talk about numbers. How to stress numbers. Tens and teens. We call numbers from 13 to 19 the teens, and from 20 to 90 the tens. Stress the first syllable for the 10 numbers. So from 20 to 90 we need to stress the first syllable. For example, we have 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. The 10 numbers may receive syllable stress on either syllable. So for the teens, the stress can be either on the first syllable or the last syllable. For example, we have 13 or 13, 40 or 14. However, in order not to confuse the teens with the tens, the last syllable and the teens should be stressed. So to avoid confusing the teens with the tens, they usually stress the last syllable for the teens. For example, we have 13, 30, 14, 40, 15, 50, 16, 60, and so on. So if you stress the first syllable for the teens, for example, if I say 13, 30, 14, 40, you can see they sound a bit similar to the tens. So to avoid that, they stress the last syllable for the teens. So let's keep on. Note, ordinal numbers 13, 14, etc. and ordinal numbers 13, 14, etc. are stressed the same way. So you should also stress the last syllable for the ordinal numbers. Now let's go for dates. With dates, stress the last number. For example, we have 1887, 1999, 2009. Syllable stress with other numbers. So I have some other numbers I note for you. I'm going to say them and I want you to pay attention what the stress is. We have 100, 1,000, million, billion, 7, 11, 25. So for 100, 1,000, million, billion, 7, and 25, the stress is on the first syllable. And for 11, it is on the second syllable. So now let's go for telephone numbers. Telephone numbers. In the US, telephone numbers usually consist of 7 digits preceded by an area code. So here we have the telephone number preceded by the area code. So you can see the telephone number has 7 digits. The 3 numbers of the area code all go together. So here we have the 3 numbers of the area code go together. The first 3 numbers of the phone number also go together. So you have the first 3 numbers of the phone number go together here. And the last 4 numbers may be go together or divided into 2 groups. So here you have the last 4 numbers go together, and here we have them divided into 2 groups. So with phone numbers, stress the last number in each group and say each number separately. So we'll need to stress the last number in each group. For example, this one number has 3 groups. In each group, I would like to stress the last number. For the first group, the last number is 2. For the second group, the last number is 5. And for the last group, it is also 5. I would like to stress the last number. And I have to say each number separately. So, for example, I will say so and so. I would say so 112. So let's practice these examples. We have so and so 675 6625. So if I divide the last 4 numbers into groups of 2, I will have so and so 675 6625. So we have another example, which is 303. So you can say O or 0, but O is more common. 303 269, so 316, 303, 269, so 316. So I know the last example for you, so I call it an exception. How do you say it? So I say 1-800-665-5000. So what if your phone number has 8 digits? For example, here in Haiti, how do you say it? Well, I recommend saying them into groups of 2 after saying the area code. Let's pretend this is my phone number. I will say 509 33 56 22 89. So that's it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Subscribe if you don't do it yet. Like the video if you found it useful. Thanks a lot. Bye.